Have you ever wanted to create sexual tension with a girl but you failed miserably? Maybe you're asking questions after questions after questions to carry the conversation forward, but it got really boring and it died down. If you want to overcome these issues, you want to learn how to get a girl sexually attracted to you, you are in the right place, because today I'm going to talk about the only 3 things that you need to know when it comes to getting a girl sexually attracted to you. Now, this is a clip out of my coaching program, so I hope you enjoy it and let me know how it works for you in the comment section below if you want me to post more of these kind of videos. Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. This is your coach Arunav, where we help men like yourself to get the relationship that you deserve. So if you're single, consider clicking the subscribe button. Now today what we're going to talk about is top 5 ways to get her sexually attracted. Now, have you been in a situation before where you're talking to a girl, everything seems going good, but you're just going interview mode, you're just asking question after question after question, and she's replying to you, but you don't know whether she's sexually attracted yet or not. Now you need to understand that women are sexually attracted to a man who has higher sexual market value. Now, what is a high sexual market value? Now, if I have to define it in layman terms, higher sexual market value means you have more options than her. But in reality, is it a possibility? No matter who you are, a woman is always going to have more sexual options than you. But the point being, she should feel that you don't need her. She should feel that you don't need her as much as she needs you. Now, what that means, if you want to ask me for an initial approach, you go and you start a conversation being completely nonchalant, not having an outcome dependency in mind, not thinking how you're going to impress her, but just having that conversation because you want to pump up your own emotional state. You want to have fun with the girl, you want to have fun with the feminine presence, you want to enjoy that conversation. So once you're actually enjoying that conversation, you're acting from your own intent. It shows to the girl that you don't need anything out of her. Now, imagine a girl's perspective. She's meeting so many guys, and every guy is trying to get into her pants, and you're a guy who's just talking out of your own intent. You're having fun with the conversation, but you don't need anything out of that. Now, what that displays is a discrepancy in sexual market value. When a girl feels that you have more options, that displays a discrepancy in sexual market value. So once she sees that discrepancy in sexual market value, she is going to get sexually attracted. Now, that does not mean you don't need to show intent. That does not mean you don't tell her that you're actually attracted to her. But that means once you have told her, you stop trying. You stop trying. You don't try hard like other men do. Instead, you just have a conversation where you're pumping up your own emotional state. And once you're actually doing that, her emotional state is also getting pumped up. But there's a law of state transference that teaches you, if you're in a positive state while you're talking to someone, the other person is going to be in the same emotional state. So once that happens, that is when the girl is going to get sexually attracted. Now, there are some attractive signals and there's some unattractive signals that a man might display to a woman. Now, the attractive signals is being playful, being dominant, being fun, and carefree. While the unattractive signals are being logical, being insecure, being clingy, and being stressed out. Now, let's talk about the attractive signals first. Now, any guy who's a high-value guy, example, you're talking to Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is a high-value man no matter what he has done. Now, Donald Trump is going and you diss him. He's not going to take it personally. He's going to be playful and he's going to just shrug it off. Attractive traits first. Now, let's talk about an attractive guy, a high-value person. Now, let's take an attractive man, for example, Elon Musk. Now, you see him in a club, he's all of these things. He's dancing, he's playful, he's dominant. Do you think if you diss Elon Musk, he's going to care? Do you think if you tell him, hey man, your face sucks, you have like a big face, do you think he's going to care about that? He's definitely not going to care about that because he knows he's fulfilled, and that's an attractive trait. Now, unattractive man, logical, insecure, clingy, stressed out. You need to understand, when you're logical with a girl, it shows that you're unattractive because you're trying to logically convince her why you're the best option for her. When you're insecure about the girl, it shows her that you're not good for a relationship, because if he gets into a relationship with you, her life is going to be hell. When you're clingy, she knows that this guy's going to be so clingy for his positive emotions, he's not complete in his own self. And when you're stressed out, she knows that you're not enjoying the present moment, and she knows that you're not there with her at that point in time. You're stressed out thinking about the past, thinking about the future, and because of that, it's a highly unattractive trait. So if you want to get a girl sexually attracted, be playful, be dominant, be fun, and be carefree, and tease her a little bit. Now, how do you want to tease her? For example, if I ask a girl, hey, what do you do? And she's like, I'm in IT. And I'm just texting her, oh, that's great. Why don't we catch up on the first date on my place because my computer needs fixing. Now, this shows that I'm playful, this shows that I'm dominant, this shows I'm fun and I'm carefree. Now, she might say whatever, but I can again playfully flip it off. But this shows that I'm confident enough to actually put my thoughts in front of her. Now, you also need to use non-verbal communication to make her feel emotions. Now, what do I mean by that? If I don't have any eye contact with you, if I'm looking over here and a video like this, it's not going to be that engaging. But if I have deep eye contact, and I'm talking to you like this and I'm giving you the video like this, it's going to be highly engaging because I'm staring right into your soul, even though it's just the camera right now. But what you need to understand, deep eye contact changes the game. I'm going to show you a small clip where I have like this amazing deep eye contact. I'm staring at the girl's soul and you see how many emotions are boiling up in her.
Seriously?
So much eye contact, how come? If you are telling him, I can't create so much eye contact.
I understand. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Once you have the deep eye contact all dialed down, what you need to do is you also need to play with your facial expressions, because facial expressions are going to make her feel many expressions. So for example, if I talk to a girl, excuse me, do you know where's the Starbucks? It's over there. Are you 100% sure? For some reason, I'm not sure about that. It's going to be much more impactful because this shows the girl that, you're doubting her a little bit and she'd be like, why is this guy doubting me? Or maybe if I just go up to the girl and ask her, I look at her, the corner of her eye, I'm like, what's your age? Are you sure? Now this will again show the girl that I'm not really sold what she's saying and she's going to feel many emotions. So the point is, if you want to get a girl sexually attracted, you got to make her feel a lot of emotions. Now you can also do this by body language. If I'm talking to a girl and I'm all in slouch posture, hey, what's your name? What do you do? It's not going to work out that much because she's going to know that this guy's not that confident. This guy's probably, has a lot of things in his head. And this guy's scared shitless before even he came talking to me. So what you need to do for body language, always just keep your hands up, hands on the side, chest out, and work on your lower back in the gym because this will give you a more confident body language where your shoulders are back, your chest is out, and you can talk confidently to any girl. The last thing, which is one of the most important things in point 3, is tone of your voice. Now the tone of your voice, it implicates who you are as a person. So if I'm a person who's, a person who's a people's pleaser, a person who seeks other people's validation, I would be like, hey, what's your name? Hey, how you doing? The tone goes up at the end. Now this is called seeking rapport, where I'm seeking a reaction from the other person. But the tone you want to have is not seeking rapport, that's the worst tone. Most people, what they have is a monotone, like, hey, so today we're going to talk about top 5 ways to get sexually attracted. Now with this kind of a tone, the pitch is not going up, the pitch is not going down, there's no pauses, there's no emphasis. So what you want over here is a breaking rapport tonality. Now breaking rapport tonality signifies that you're authoritative in life, you're fun, you're commanding, and you're carefree. So how does the breaking rapport sound like? Hey, what's your name? Hey, it's nice to meet you. Now it goes down at the end. This shows that you're more authoritative in life and you're used to getting things your way. Now once you have the voice dialed in, you have the body language, you have the facial expression, you have the deep eye contact, at that point in time, you're able to make her feel a lot of emotions with the same conversation that you might be having earlier without all these things. Now all these things are good to get her emotionally engaged, emotionally hooked, but you also need to understand the power of physical touch. Now the power of physical touch is one of the most important things when it comes to getting a girl sexually attracted. And I was doing a boot camp in Bangalore and there was this supermodel who had come for my boot camp. She was my date and she's just writing notes when I'm giving a debrief. And I'm like, okay, she's quite hooked to it and she's writing notes. All the other clients are just, watching and just listening. And this girl is quite engaged and I'm like, okay, she's learning. And then this girl is like, okay, let me teach you what you taught me. Let me show it to you and tell me how it feels. And I'm like, cool. So we were talking about, the barrier of physical touch. And I was teaching clients how they can touch a girl in spots where she's not going to feel that offended, maybe over here, maybe at the back of her shoulder. And this girl is like, okay, let me show you what you just taught me and how does it make you feel. So she was just talking to actually a client and I was like, oh, give me a demonstration. So she's talking to a client and she's like, oh, by the way, and as soon as she touches the client's like, he's feeling a jolt of emotions. We could see all his emotions on his face. So the power of physical touch, it makes a person goes through many emotions. You need to understand where she's emotionally at, because if she's not there emotionally and you're like trying to touch her, then things can go ugly as well. So you need to understand where she's emotionally at. Is she comfortable? Is she calm? Or is she, not in a mood of you touching her? Now, once you understand where she's emotionally at, you meet her over there emotionally, and then you pump your own emotions if her emotions are down. Now, the reason you want to pump your own emotions, because once you pump your own emotions, her emotions are going to get pumped up because she's talking to you. And at that moment, she's going to be much more open to your physical touch. Next thing is, whenever you're doing physical touch, you need to assume that it's going to work. Now, why do I say this is because most guys, they're half-hearted when it comes to, touching a girl. They're like, okay, I'm going to touch her. Now, the girl, she feels that this guy is not that sure. He's not that confident. Why is he even making a move? Why is he even coming towards me? I can see that he's shivering. He's not that confident. And at that point, your physical touch is going to be rejected. Now, once it is rejected, you can build more comfort, you can change the topic, you can talk about that. But again, it's a very embarrassing place to be at. So never be half-hearted. What I learned from my own journey is that half-hearted touch is never going to work. So, the moment you're half-hearted, better not do it. Which brings me to the next point, which is value consent above anything else. Now, you need to understand that, whenever you're touching a woman, of course, it's an area where you need to be sure that it's going to work. You need to assume that it's going to work. You need to understand where she's emotionally at. Because if you don't have consent, you should not go ahead with it. Never go ahead with it without consent, guys. Now, once you have the consent, you've understood about touch, you've amped up your non-verbal communications, you're giving her attractive signals, then what is going to happen is the girl is going to get sexually attracted towards you. But there's another big side to it, that women, when they're getting sexually attracted towards you, they have a lot to risk. Because she has a lot more to lose, a woman is always going to try and find signs why she should not sleep with you. Now, that brings me to the next point. What not to do is actually as equally important as what to do. So what you don't want to do over here is you don't want to project an unattractive image in her mind about yourself. Now, what is an unattractive image? Is of a guy who's insecure, who's logical, who's clingy, who's stressed out. Now, if you project that image, she will not be able to look at you from a long-term perspective. She's not going to get attracted to you. Don't be extremely serious about all your situations. Now, I've seen guys who are attracted to this girl, who are extremely attracted, and they've been going out for like a week or 2 weeks, and they finally go in for the kiss, and the girl rejects them, and they're like, why? How can you reject me? We've been going out for 2 weeks. But the thing is, the moment you take everything seriously, the moment you start being logical about this, the attractiveness of the woman is going to go down. She's not going to get sexually attracted to you. So don't be extremely serious about all the things. Be playful, be fun. Now think about it. If Dan Bilzerian today, if he approaches a girl and a girl tells him, I'm not interested in you, what is he going to do? Is he going to cry? Is he going to be like, no, this girl is not interested in me, my life is over? He's going to go back, he's going to have fun with like 10 other girls at his place. So don't be extremely serious, because that's one of the major traits, I would say, of a high-value person. He playfully shrugs everything off. Now, the next thing you want to do is don't overdo teasing or kissing, because I've seen this, and I've done this my own self, like in a club, I'm making out with a girl, and I've just completely lost it, and I'm just making out with her like for 15 to 20 minutes till the bouncer comes and stops us. Not a good idea. Why? Because at that point of time, you should just give her a hint of who you are and take a step back, and I've learned this the hard way. So I don't want you to learn this the hard ways. Whenever you're teasing or kissing a girl, whenever you're going in for the kiss, always meet her in the middle. Never go all the way. Always try to meet her in the middle, look deep into her eyes, create that sexual tension, and then kiss her a little bit, maybe for like 2-3 seconds. Take a step back and then just tell her, hey, listen, I'm a shy guy. Why don't we go someplace more private? And this always seems to work, because the moment you're kissing the girl wants more. And that's the moment when you tell her that, hey, listen, why don't we leave for someplace more private? So try doing this, and don't overdo kissing, especially in public places. Most girls in India specifically are not that comfortable that they can make out in a public place. So just make sure that you don't overdo this. And apart from that, never doubt yourself, but be socially intelligent to know when to back off. Now, the moment you start doubting yourself with a girl is the moment everything goes down, because now the girl knows that she has a lot more power in action than you, because you are a guy who has a lot of self-doubt. Do I deserve the girl? Do I even, does she even like me? Am I impressing her? When these kind of thoughts come in, your attractiveness goes down. Never doubt yourself. Always understand that you're a high-value person who's the top 1%, because you're watching this kind of content, you're working on your own self. How many people are actually doing that? So you're the top 1%, but still, don't be so delusional that if a girl is not interested, you're still trying to take it ahead. Because you also need to understand that sexual attraction, more than anything else, it's all natural. Not all girls will be attracted to you, no matter how good at this you get. If I go with you today to a club, we go to a bar, we go to a restaurant, we approach a girl together. Now what would happen is, I'm not 100% sure she's going to get attracted to me more. Of course, I've done this for the past decade, but attraction is also natural. So both of us go and we approach a girl. My energy is more calm, you're highly energetic. It's a girl who's like 19 years old. She's highly energetic. She's not looking for that calm particular guy at that point in time. She might get attracted to you, and it's not a big deal. All of this is going to help you increase your probability with her, but it's still not a 100% short chance. So all those people who say that, I'm the best in game, I'm the best biggest dating coach ever, all of that is a sham, because you need to understand that attraction is completely natural. One girl who might be attracted to me might not get attracted to you. One girl who might be attracted to you might not get attracted to me. And this is exactly how you get her sexually attracted. Now, I want you to use all of this. Let me know in the comment section how you find this. And if you want to know how you can talk to a girl, how you can turn her on with your own conversations, I would link a video over here so you can check it out, so you get a little bit more in-depth insight into what you need to do when you're actually attracting and approaching those girls. Also, I have something really big coming up. We have a bunch of books, a bunch of free courses. All you need to do is click the pinned comment below, sign up for the WhatsApp community, because once you're in the WhatsApp community, you're going to get a copy of this book for free, for completely free. And not only this book, you're going to get free courses, you're going to get a lot of free value that we have planned in the coming months.